Hi everyone. Now we have to discuss about the human reproduction. Okay, lot of multiple choice questions from NEET examination comes from the reproduction. The human reproduction also the part of reproduction. Hence, what we have to see now we have to see about the reproduction. Human reproduction. Human reproduction. What is the reproduction? It is a biological process in which organism will give young birds of their kind. Okay, human beings will form human beings by reproduction. Next, buffaloes will form buffaloes by reproduction. Organisms will form new generation. Those are similar to itself. Okay, that is the reproduction. Here, reproduction again divided into different types. That is asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. In asexual reproduction, newly formed organisms are formed from single parent without formation of gametes. But in sexual reproduction, newly formed organism is formed by the two parents. One is male and another one is female. Then here in sexual reproduction, you can see the formation of gametes, fusion of gametes. Then apart from that, we can see the formation of zygote. Then zygote is developed into a fetus. Here, human beings are the organisms which will do reproduction by sexual. Human beings will not show the asexual reproduction. Human beings will show the sexual reproduction. See, human beings. First, in human beings, in human reproduction, we should discuss about the human male reproductive system. Male reproductive system. Human male reproductive system. Okay, if you see the human male reproductive system, which mainly contain testes, accessory ducts, glands and external genitalia. The human male reproductive system mainly contain testes, accessory ducts, glands, external genitalia. What we have to discuss now? We have to discuss one by one. What is testes? What is accessory ducts? What is glands? And what is the external genitalia? First, we will discuss about testes. Next, see, this is the testis. Testis in human male reproductive system located inside the cavity. Inside the cavity which is present outside of abdomen. This cavity is called the scrotum. Scrotum. Okay. Testis is present in an extra abdominal cavity. The name of the cavity is scrotum. Scrotum will maintain 2 to 2.5 degrees Celsius lower temperature than the body temperature. Actually, our normal body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius. But at 37 degrees Celsius, spermatogenesis will not occur, sperm will not form. Hence, which require lower temperature. Spermatogenesis requires lower temperature. That lower temperature is provided by the scrotum. Scrotum will maintain 2 to 2.5 degree lower temperature than the body temperature by the contraction and relaxation of scrotum. Okay, hence the inside the testis you can see the spermatogenesis and formation of sperms. That is about the scrotum. Next, if you see the wall of testis. The wall of testis mainly made with the 3 layers. Number 1 is tunica vaginalis. Next, number 2 is tunica albuginea. Number 3 is tunica vasculosa. These are the 3 layers which are present on the wall of testis. What are the 3 layers? Tunica vaginalis, tunica albuginea, tunica vasculosa. 3 layers. Then if you see the testis, each testis is divided into different compartments. Each compartment in the testis is called a testicular lobule. See, these are the compartments. Each compartment in the testis is called a testicular lobule. Testicular lobule. Inside each testicular lobule, we can see 1, 2, 3 highly coiled seminiferous tubule. We can see 1, 2, 3 highly coiled seminiferous tubule. What is the location of seminiferous tubule? Inside the testicular lobule. See, I have drawn only one seminiferous tubule. This is the seminiferous tubule, but 1, 2, 3 coiled seminiferous tubules are present inside the each testicular lobule. This is the seminiferous tubule. Seminiferous tubule. Okay. Once again, testis is a male primary reproductive organ. Primary reproductive organ means which is involved in formation of gametes, which is present in extra-abdominal cavity, that is called scrotum. The wall of testis is mainly made with 3 layers, that are tunica vaginalis, tunica albuginea, tunica vasculosa. Then each testis is divided into different compartments. Each compartment is called testicular lobule. Inside each testicular lobule, we can see 1, 2, 3 seminiferous tubule. What is the seminiferous tubule? What is the function of seminiferous tubule? Now we will see. See, if you see the cross section of seminiferous tubule, this is the cross section of a seminiferous tubule. This is middle. This is one seminiferous tubule. Okay, this one. Okay, if you cut the seminiferous tubule, the cross section of a seminiferous tubule looking like this. Inside the seminiferous tubule, we can see mainly 2 types of cells. 2 types of cells are present inside the seminiferous tubule. What are the 2 types of cells? What is its function? We will see now. First one is a Sertoli cell. Okay, Sertoli cells. It will provide nutrition. For developing sperms. Next, male germ cells. Male germ cells are involved in spermatogenesis and form the sperms. Okay, male germ cells involved in spermatogenesis and form the sperms. That is about Sertoli cells and the male germ cells. Okay, that is the cross section of seminiferous tubule. Okay, this seminiferous tubule. Inside the seminiferous tubule only male germ cells are there. That male germ cells which are present inside the seminiferous tubule form the sperms. After that, okay, that is about testis. Okay, from here to we have to, that is about testis. After completion of testis, we have to discuss about accessory ducts. From now, accessory ducts after seminiferous tubule. See, seminiferous tubule is open into another tubule. See, seminiferous tubule is closed at one end and another end it is open into another tubule, that is called the rete testis. Okay, this one is called the rete testis. Okay, rete testis. Again, rete testis again open into tubules. Those tubules are called the epididymis. Okay, these are the tubules in which rete testis is open. Rete testis open into epididymis. If you see the epididymis, it mainly contains 3 parts, that are caput epididymis, corpus epididymis and cauda epididymis. 3 parts are there in epididymis, that is caput, corpus and cauda. These 3 combinedly called as epididymis. Okay, which contain 3 parts. Once again, seminiferous tubules closed at one end and open another end into the rete testis. Again rete testis is open into an epididymis. That epididymis contain mainly three parts, that are caput epididymis, corpus epididymis and cauda epididymis. The epididymis is used for storage of sperms, and apart from that the epididymis contains cilia. They will absorb the extra sperms which are not released outside the body. That is the epididymis. Okay, from epididymis we will see here. Okay, up to epididymis we have seen here. Next from epididymis we will see here remaining parts. See, after epididymis we can see one correction, sorry. Here, rete testis, seminiferous tubules are open into rete testis. In between rete testis and epididymis, vasa efferentia is there. Vasa efferentia. Again, vasa efferentia is this is vasa efferentia. Again, vasa efferentia is open into epididymis. Sorry, once again see, seminiferous tubule open into rete testis. Rete testis is open into vasa efferentia. Vasa efferentia is open into epididymis. Epididymis contain three parts, that are caput epididymis, corpus epididymis and cauda epididymis. Then after epididymis we will see here. Epididymis again open into an vasa deferentia. This is vasa deferentia. Vas deferens or vasa deferentia. Next, vasa deferentia. Here what happened? Vasa deferentia is combined with seminal vesicle duct. This is the seminal vesicle gland. This is the duct of seminal vesicle. Here what happened? Both the seminal vesicle duct and vasa deferens, vas deferens and seminal vesicle duct both combine together and become into an ejaculatory duct. This is the ejaculatory duct. Okay. See, here also in the same. Vasa deferens here. Next, this one is seminal vesicle. This duct is seminal vesicle duct. Here both seminal vesicle duct and vasa deferens here combine together and form the ejaculatory duct. This is ejaculatory duct. Then ejaculatory duct is combined with the urethra. Here urinary bladder is there. That is urinary bladder. Urinary bladder. Urinary bladder duct is called the urethra. This is urethra. See, the ejaculatory duct is open into urethra. This is the urethra. Okay. Urethra is divided into three parts. That are number one is membranous urethra. Okay, directly I write here. Urethra. Urethra divided into three parts. That are membranous urethra. Next, prostatic urethra. Next, perineal urethra. Okay, membranous urethra present above the prostate gland. Prostatic urethra is present inside the prostate gland. Perineal urethra is present inside the penis. That is accessory ducts. Completion of accessory ducts. Once again, the seminal vesicles, those are open into rete testis. Rete testis is open into vasa efferentia. Vasa efferentia is open into epididymis. Epididymis is open into vasa deferentia. Vasa deferentia is combined with seminal vesicle duct and form ejaculatory duct. Ejaculatory duct is open into an urethra. Okay, urethra again open outside by urethral opening or urethral meatus. Urethral orifice or urethral meatus. That is about the accessory ducts. Next, we have to discuss about glands. The male reproductive system mainly contains three reproductive glands. Number one is a seminal vesicle. gland. Bulbourethral gland also called as a Cowper's gland. Okay, the secretions of seminal vesicles contain enzymes, calcium and fructose. Okay, fluids, enzymes, calcium, fructose. Then the prostate gland secretions are used for the activation of sperm. Next, bulbourethral gland secretions are used for the cleaning of urethra. Apart from that, it will decrease the acidic nature of it will produce alkaline fluid which will decrease the acidic nature of the female reproductive tract. Here secretions of these three glands combine together and which combine with the sperms which are formed in seminal vesicles and become into an semen. Okay, that is about the reproductive glands. After that, we should discuss about external genitalia. The male external genitalia contain penis. This is the penis. Penis is a male external genitalia. Okay, it is muscular organ which is used for the copulation. If you see the penis mainly made with the two types of muscles, that are the muscles which are present in penis. Number 1, corpora cavernosa. Next, this is outermost muscles. Next, you can see corpus spongiosum. These are the innermost layer. Next, if you see the glans penis, the enlarged end of penis is called glans penis. This glans penis is completely made with the corpus spongiosum muscles only. The loose fold of tissue which presents surrounding to the glans penis is called foreskin or prepuce. That is about the external genitalia of male. Okay, this is the male reproductive system. Today what we have discussed? First, human male reproductive system definition. Next, human male reproductive system contain testis, accessory ducts, glands, external genitalia. Testis is located an extra abdominal cavity, that is called scrotum, which will maintain 2 to 2.5 degree lower temperature than the body temperature. Then the testis wall is made with the three layers that are the tunica vaginalis, tunica albuginea, tunica vasculosa. After that, accessory ducts. After that, inside the testis you can see lobes. Each lobe is called testicular lobule. Each testicular lobule contain 1, 2, 3 seminiferous tubule. These seminiferous tubules contain two types of cells, Sertoli cells and male germ cells. Sertoli cells will provide nutrition. Male germ cells are produce the sperms. After that, the seminiferous tubules are open into accessory ducts that are rete testis. Rete testis open into the vasa efferentia. Vasa efferentia open into epidermis. Epidermis open into vasa deferentia. Vasa deferentia is open into ejaculatory duct. Ejaculatory ducts mixed together with urethra and urethra open outside in the form of urethral meatus. Okay, or urethral orifice. Next, after that, glands. Three types of glands are there: seminal vesicle, this one, prostate gland, bulbourethral gland. Two seminal vesicles are there, one prostate gland is there, two bulbourethral glands are there. Bulbourethral glands are also called as a Cowper's gland. The secretions of these glands combine with the sperms and become into a semen. That is about the glands. After that, external genitalia. The penis is the external genitalia of male reproductive system, which contain two types of muscles, that are corpora cavernosa and corpus spongiosum. Corpora cavernosa is outermost muscle. Next, corpus spongiosum is innermost muscle. The enlarged end of penis is called glans penis, which completely made with the corpus spongiosum. The glans penis is covered by loose fold of tissue, that is called foreskin or prepuce. Okay, that is about the male reproductive